and just ground into the space. It's been a shitstorm, and it can feel very heavy. It can feel like there isn't a lot of joy or light or happiness or something to look forward to during this time. And so we can take a moment, if you all want. It's an invitation, never an expectation, to take a breath with me and just hold it for a moment. If you feel so inclined, I invite you to ground into Mother Earth at the moment. Just feeling like you have a cord running down your spine until it hits the earth and goes all the way down into the core. And we'll pull some of that energy from Mother Earth at this moment, asking for her love. In this moment, we'll breathe in more of that love and hold it. And release some of the sorrow, the grief, the rage that we are feeling. We take another breath, breathing in some peace and releasing some of the anxiety, the stress, the fear that runs through our bodies, minds, spirits, and souls. It's okay to be scared, and we're going to live and do the things to fight for our freedom, our collective liberation. We'll do it scared anyways. Thank you. And so I'm going to be reading. I debated a lot about what to read, and I thought I might read something about what's happening, and I actually didn't want to read something about what's happening. I'm going to share with you all some stuff I wrote while in kind of the worst time in my life, and when I was leaving academia. And for any academics here, you might feel some type of way, and that's okay. I have my own experiences with academia, and I speak about my experiences in academia. Academia is a scam. For years I served academia. I was a loyal student. I blessed academia with my medicine. Everywhere I went, I planted seeds. Everywhere I went, I brought medicine. Everywhere I went, I brought light. My time in academia was violent. My energy was taken, my spirit murdered, my soul fractured. My medicine was not enough. My light was not enough. I was never enough. Enough was never enough. There was always more to give. There was always more expected. I died 1,000 deaths in academia, a perpetual sacrificial lamb for those who called themselves my mentors, feeding their egos until there was nothing left but my carcass. Every year tuition was raised, yet the grants stayed the same, forcing me to rely on student loans. There was never enough money, except for all those BS positions in leadership. CGU is a for-profit institution in the red. The investment was not worth it. The scam was believing getting in debt was worth it for a piece of paper. Academia demands your soul, like the devil will preys on you, hiring predators to prey on all those thinking a graduate degree is a gateway to social mobility. Academia is a predator. Academia is a vampire sucking your energy. While in academia, you become a zombie with an unquenchable hunger for external validation. Academia keeps you chained. Academia indoctrinates you to accept abuse. It indoctrinates you to enact abuse. It indoctrinates you to normalize abuse. Academia is abusive. It is violent. It is predatory. The scam is believing you're not enough without a degree. The scam is believing you're unworthy to begin with. The scam is believing you need this external validation to be someone. Academia is a scam. then I'll share with you something I wrote later, after further reflection. When I was 6, I told my dad, cuando sea grande, voy a ser una doctora para que pueda ayudar a la gente enferma. When I was 20, I realized I wouldn't be that kind of doctor, but I would still support community. When I was 21, I applied to Ph.D. programs and was denied. When I was 22, I applied to Ph.D. programs in education. When I was 23, I was accepted and I knew this was meant to be. My path was clearly laid out before me. I planned, researched, and I prepared to become a doctora. When I was 23, I started my Ph.D. program, confident I knew my life path. When I was 24, my dad and mom had cancer scares. When I was 25, my health became compromised. At 25, I was diagnosed with an incurable autoimmune disease. At 26, the path I had meticulously paved was permanently blocked when my advisor left my program. I had put all my eggs in one basket thinking I had my route to becoming a doctora set. He was pushed out when the institution denied him his promotion after dedicating years to them. This was the beginning of the end. At 27, I had a master's and no institutional support. From then on, I saw the minefield that is academia. Every path I attempted was blocked. I redirected myself time and again until I had to start digging my own paths. Wherever I was met with landmines, I built bridges. Yet there were moments I didn't see the landmines until it was too late. I bear the scars of those explosions on my body, mind, spirit, and soul. 3 days before turning 28, my world shattered. I lost a mother. I grieved and questioned continuing my degree. That was the first time I realized my degree wouldn't help the people I loved. My degree wouldn't grant the people I loved protection from systems of abuse. I grieved. There was a before and after. There was the Cris before one of her mothers passed. There was a new Cris after losing a mother. By then, I was no longer seeking to be a doctora. Then on January 29, 2021, Academic Sanadora was born. I braided together my world's abilities and dreams to birth a new possibility. I would become an academic sanadora. I now understood my new life path. I was meant to heal in communion. I wouldn't become the doctora I promised my dad at 6 years old. I wouldn't become the doctora with a Ph.D. in education. I would become something else, something that didn't exist and couldn't be trained by academia. 6-year-old me thought healing meant medical doctors. 21-year-old me thought healing meant researching the harm we experience to find solutions. 30-year-old me knew healing meant embracing my full self and embodying my core beliefs. When I was 30, I listened to my intuition, prompting me to leave the doctora path I had started following at 6 years old. Now at 31, I grieve the end of that dream 6-year-old me had. Now at 31, I grieve the shattered hope 30-year-old me had that my committee would fight and stand by my side. Now at 31, I grieve that academic sanadora has been put to rest as well. Now at 31, I accept that I was never meant to become a doctora. I lay to rest that dream 6-year-old me had. I hug that 6-year-old and share my new dream with them. It does. And before I end, I always like to close my sessions. Thank you for sharing in this space with me, for holding space for us to share these words as medicine. I return all your energy to you, whole, complete, and intact, and all my energy returns to me, whole, complete, and intact. Thank you.